But this isn't our normal team call time, and this actually isn't going to act as our team call. We still have our normal team call tomorrow night. But thank you guys for showing up and making this, a priority in your business tonight. We had the pleasure of having Chris on the National Wake Up Call this morning, and hopefully some of you guys got to tune into it. I know a lot of you guys work during the day, so you might not have had the chance to do it, but you'll be getting a lot of information from him tonight. So as we go through the call today, I want you guys, and it's just going to be probably a 30 to 40 minute call, guys, ask your questions as you have them. Ask them, about any like as far as nutrition goes, as far as the workouts go, Beachbody On Demand goes, any type of questions you have for your customers, for your own personal journey, because like these type of calls are my absolute favorite. I don't see his face yet, so we're just going to wait a couple minutes. I know he's on, but he's just not back at his computer. So we're just going to wait a couple minutes. I'm going to play music till he gets back. Oh, I thought you guys disappeared. Oh, there he is. Okay, awesome. All right, Chris, can you hear me?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction, and then we can kind of see however you want to do this call. But so for those, I know we have a lot of new faces on the call who maybe haven't been in Beachbody for that long, but I know when Chris was first introduced to our company and he was a new Beachbody trainer, we all fell in love with his heart, especially when you got to work out live with him. I remember the first time I got to work out live with him was in Punta Cana last year. You were in Punta Cana last year, right?
Yeah.
We just all fell in love with the fact that he just pours into us, is so worried about us and making sure that we get to feel our workout and push to our hardest in our workouts. And that's one of my favorite things about him. And so I hope maybe Chris, you have a second to talk a little bit about your journey leading up to Beachbody and just helping the other maybe people who haven't got to know you in the company understand kind of where you're coming from and why Beachbody.
Well, I had a background, training athletes, pro athletes, college, high school athletes. Probably the most popular one is CJ McCollum, plays for the Portland Trail Blazers. We're all from the same town. So I work with those guys in the summer. And, I was discovered on YouTube. So it was kind of, I used to always put my fitness, workouts on YouTube just for fun. And at the time, my training got so big, it was in 215 countries. So I had people from all over the world, buying workouts off me online to train their teams. And the most important part of it is, I think, the common denominator and why I was able to attract so many different people and countries to me is because of the power of engagement. I spoke to them in a way that I didn't even realize I was doing. And my whole training philosophy, it kind of stems from my childhood. I grew up molested twice before I was 6. I was abused physically, mentally, emotionally. I was adopted. So I had a lot of, insecurities and a lot of, fears and worries. And I lacked identity, confidence. And I didn't realize that all of those things that happened to me would end up bringing out the best in me until I started loving myself. I didn't have a blueprint of what love was. I didn't have a blueprint of how to be successful. I just knew I had a gift. And once I, started focusing on self-love, that's when my gift really started surfacing. And so becoming a trainer, I've been able to I have the gift of intuition like you wouldn't believe. It helped me to speak to people, all people, regardless of how many people that are in a room, and meet them right where they're at. I have no idea what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it. I just got to feel it. I always say a prayer before every workout. And I asked God, I said, let it be your words, not my words. Your encouragement, not my encouragement. I decrease as you increase, all of you and none of me. That gets me out of the way because he's so much bigger than me. And this is bigger than me. So it gives me, I'm just a vessel in which he just releases his words and releases his emotion and releases his hope. And I just let it come through. And whoever received it for that moment, is for them to take it and apply it to their life and use it to bring out the best in them. That's it.
I love it. I love that you said you meet them where they're at. So I know that you had mentioned on the National Wake Up Call this morning that that's really what Shift Shop was developed for all, experience levels. Can you talk a little bit about where Proving Grounds comes into play with Shift Shop and how it just works for every type of person?
So originally, because of, my background and, different athletes and different shapes, sizes, races, countries, I'm a pretty abroad kind of person. And I know how I felt growing up insecure and not having that family. I never wanted my training to represent that. I wanted my training to be for everybody. I never wanted to alienate anybody. So I'll come up with the most incredible modifications for you just so you can feel a part of something. And so Shift Shop is really a mindset. It's a shift. It's a shift to say, you know what? This is what I've been through, but this is where I'm going. I'm making a choice to rise above this. I'm making a choice to bring out the best of myself. I'm making a choice to let my mess be my biggest message to the world and help people. And so, with Shift Shop, I wanted to start it out slow, start with 25 minutes. Second week was 35 minutes. Third week was 45 minutes. We kind of rushed the whole project, but I never thought it was complete. I thought it was a great workout. It was a way for me to express myself and talk to you and keep you in a moment. But it wasn't until we came up with Proving Grounds that I knew this is it. And Proving Grounds is basically, I wanted to add a prep week and something that people could ease their way into it even more. 25 minutes for those who work out a lot was cool. They loved it. They worked hard. But what about the people who don't work out that much, who may struggle with ailments? I wanted to create a prep week of 15 minutes just so you can feel good. I don't care about your results. I want you to feel good, because if I get you to feel good, then I know you're going to work hard for me. Because we don't focus on feeling good. And so the whole Proving Grounds concept comes where, you go through the prep week, and then you're going to track your progress week by week. The only competition you have is you last week versus you this week. You can't compare yourself to other people. It's not about that next shiny object. I don't care about what your abs look like. I don't care about how skinny you are. Most of these people be starving themselves anyway. I don't care about that. I care about how you feel and what you're willing to do to bring out the best in yourself.
I think that once it comes into like yourself against yourself, like you against you, you push yourself 10 times harder. I love it. So I know that you had a lot of coaches in Santa Monica, right? Where were you guys? You had Tulin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What was that all about?
Well, I handpicked my cast. Tulin, she was on Super Saturday with me in July, and she was telling me how, she's never been in a program and for some reason she can never get in. And I'm thinking, why? And she's like, I don't know. So I grabbed my other cell phone and I text my product developer and I said, I need Tulin in my program. And she had no idea. And so Monday he called me and he was like, I got your message. He was like, can she pass the physical? And I was like, yep. I didn't even know if she could pass or not. I just said she could because I spoke what I wanted to happen. And so she passed the test, the physical test. And I brought some, people from home, in a cast. But what was really cool was, we didn't have a budget for this. It wasn't about being anything fancy. When we filmed Shift Shop, we rented out a big old hangar. It was pretty turf. This was outside. I said, I just need turf and cameras. I rented a big mansion in Malibu. I put all of us in the same house, and we just bonded. And so for the next 6 days, you guys are with me. We talked about personal things. It was a way for me to allow them to express themselves. So when we got on set, they expressed themselves.
I love it. I love that. You said she can pass a physical, but I think that it's so important to know that there are so many people who are where Tulin was when she got started, at her journey with Shift Shop and Proving Ground. So it's a whole different type of person. Guys, as you have questions, make sure you're putting them in the chat. I have some stuff I want to talk off of, but is there anything that you want to share in particular?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm just going to answer questions.
Cool. Let's just keep going then. So I wanted to just announce for those of you who were not on the National Wake Up Call, and hopefully you guys did see it in the online office, but we do have the opportunity to work out live with Chris, which is really cool. I'm super excited about that. So when you guys either purchase a Shift Shop Challenge Pack this month or this week in the first week of the month, and remember it is on $25 discount. Whenever you purchase one yourself, or if you you sell one yourself, get somebody signed up with the Shift Shop Challenge Pack, we will get an email. And we get to work out live with Chris, which is going to be incredible. And like, let's say it's in the middle of the day and you can't work out live with him, you'll get the link and it'll run for 24 hours. And I'm working my booty off to get that, so I think that'll be really fun. Do you have anything to say about that and how that will work?
Yeah, my live workouts are really good. They are, because it's a way for all of us to be together, and B, it just gives me 30 to 45 minutes to just pour into you. It's challenging. I'm going to make you uncomfortable, but right at your most uncomfortable spot is where that gift surfaces, and it speaks to you right where you are. I get in your mind. I tell you what you can accomplish. I said it earlier. Sometimes you got to believe more in others than they believe in themselves. And, you know, any program I do is never to break you. Like, I don't get any, you know, sense of excitement from breaking you. I always want to bring out the best in you. And so I will tell you that you guys have so much untapped, unlimited potential. Think about everybody that's on this call, right? Everybody has a story. But what if I told you your story is meant to go global? There's people that's designed in your path right now, despite where you are, is waiting on you to be you because they need your help. And I think sometimes you forget how important you really are. And the reason why is because all the lies that's ever been told to you. You're not good enough. You can never make it. It's too late. People projecting their own fears and insecurities on you. And all of a sudden you start living your life through other people's lenses. You see what I'm saying? You start taking other people's identity and living your life. And then you end up, you know, depressed and having anxiety and fear and worry. That's not what you was created to be. You wasn't created to go through that. That's somebody else's stuff. And the only reason why you took it on is because you don't know who you are. And I think, you know, even with my program, it's bigger than fitness. In my coach test group that starts October 22nd, I got 4 weeks to change your mind while I'm changing your body. So when you leave my program, you have the confidence to accomplish anything you want. Like I said, guys, it's bigger than the physical. I want to see you happy. I want to see you really thriving in life. And it has to start with self-love. If you don't have self-love, you don't have anything.
Boom. That was amazing. Once you have that, it just pours over into every other area. They're just like rooting you on. Any questions? Is there going to be a different meal plan, a recipe PDF paired with Proving Grounds?
So about that, threw another curveball at everybody. So if you have new challengers that's going to do the program, I want to recommend the Shift Shop meal plan to them because they don't have any experience with anything else. It's very simple. There's a grocery list where they can pick and choose the food they want. I'm not going to say you have to eat this. I want you to eat something that's going to make you feel good. If you've done multiple programs, I'm going to do something that's never been done in the history of the company. I want you to choose whatever meal plan from whatever program that got you the best results and use that in my program. The reason why is because I may not have all the answers for you. Everybody processes food differently. Everyone has different allergies and different things work for different people. What I want is I want you to feel good. I want the best version of you. If it's a 21-day fix program, I'm humble enough to say, you know what? 21-day fix is the best meal plan for you. Go ahead and use that meal plan and the Proving Grounds workout. And from there, you're going to give me a great effort. You're going to push hard. You're going to work hard. And I know that the program is going to get you results. So remember, this is about freedom of expression. This is about feeling good. But I want you to choose the meal plan that's giving you the best results.
And earlier today, you compared it to 2B Mindset.
Right.
So what did you mean by that?
So 2B Mindset came out, threw a curveball at everybody. And all the people that were struggling with food and struggling with things was like, yes, this is for me. And then look, all these people start getting results, start getting crazy results, right? And I'm no fool. I'm thinking like, well, wait a minute. We're in preparation of my program. I need to add a prep week to complement 2B Mindset because it's going to tailor to the Tubans of the world. I'm going to tell you right now, I love kettle corn popcorn, flat out. The Indiana kettle corn popcorn, I smash it by the bag. Everybody don't walk around here eating broccoli and carrots in a bag, guys. Let's just be real. I'm just telling you the truth. And so I struggle following meal plans. You know why? Because I'm too ADD. I'm not going to sit there and eat the same thing. First of all, I'm not going to eat something that don't taste good. But every Saturday, I watch college football. I got this big bag of kettle corn popcorn, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. And so I want you guys to understand that, like, it's okay to have what you like. It's about moderation. It's about not letting it control you. You see what I'm saying? To Be Mindset gave you guys the ability to be mindful of what you put in your body and your relationship with food.
I've always been like an all or nothing type person. Like either all in or all out. And so when To Be Mindset came out, it just, like you said, it's a stronger relationship with food. It really helps you understand, like, okay, you wake up the next morning, how do you feel? How did the foods you ate yesterday work with your body? And I love it. I love it. Okay, let's look down. Any questions? To Be Mindset changed my life. Moderation. I'm obsessed with kettle corn. I'm from Maryland, and we have the best kettle corn, like Old Bay kettle corn, and I'm obsessed with it.
Oh, yeah, it's in the airport. I had a couple bags of that when I came there, too.
God, it's the best thing ever. My legs still hurt from Albany. Yeah, when you went to Albany. So what is the biggest selling point for Proving Grounds, would you say? Like for us as coaches.
Would you say?
For us as coaches.
Sell yourself first. Prove to yourself that you have so much untapped, unlimited potential. Prove to yourself that you can get better every week. I don't want you guys to sell my program. I want you to become my program, because that's what the world is lacking. It's lacking identity, self-worth, love. In my program, learn how to love yourself. Learn how to celebrate yourself week by week as you get results. That's going to give you confidence. And when you get confidence, you become infectious. Everywhere you go, people are going to see you have a light about you, something different about you. What do you do for a living? And then that's when you share with them what you do. But this program is about you finding out who you really are and all your potential. And I want you guys, and you're going to have me. I'm going to walk you through it. And that's why I told a couple of teams, how many calls I did? Like 50, Allie, in the last week and a half. I told you guys, let me help all of you guys at one time. Bring your teams and tell your teams to bring their teams. Because listen, imagine all your teams and your teams in this challenge group, right? And I'm helping you physically. I'm helping you mentally. And then you leave the group in 4 weeks. All of you guys have the same mindset. I just took the pressure off you. Now you don't have to go into the test group and then take it to them. All of you guys leave that group with the same mindset. You can't tell me success won't chase you down there, because you're all on the same page. It gives you guys an opportunity to put your feet up. It's like having a 4-week retreat.
Law of attraction too. We'll just attract more of that to us. I was going to say something and I forgot. So one question that we had was so a lot of us are transitioning from Lift 4 into Shift Shop Proving Grounds. So what would you say is your biggest piece of advice from there to there?
I don't compare. I mean, I don't really, mine is a program. It's an experience. I don't know about Lift 4. I don't know anything about it. I saw a couple of trailers, but if you transition into it, I just feel like I don't know. That's a good question. I never really thought about that. I mean, it's just another opportunity for you to get better and to experience a new trainer.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I love about our business, our company, right? Is that we have incredible personalities like Joel and you and Autumn, and we just have the ability to graduate into a new program and try something new and fresh. Any other notes that I had? Guys, drop any more questions that you have. A new coach asked, is there any HIIT involved in Shift Shop? Prepare yourself.
All right. So there is some cardio in this, and it's a good cardio, but it's cardio that you choose how hard you want to go. And the Proving Grounds, that's your test day. You're going to push hard for a minute. And so it's very athletic-based training. I like to think of it as if you're in off-season training. You see what I'm saying? Someone says, well, I'm not an athlete. Listen, if you ever in your life thought about playing a sport, regardless if you played it or not, you're an athlete. And say, well, how does that apply to now? Well, when you were younger, you were training for a sport. Well, this time you're training for life. You see what I'm saying? So I consider off-season training like it's just a great program, guys. It really is.
Yeah. And so compared to when Shift Shop originally came out, the Proving Grounds is obviously the biggest shift in it. And
Right.
so with like the proving to yourself, like with the different tests, and how often are we going to see those?
Ooh, every week. Every Friday is Proven Ground Speed Test Day. Every Saturday is Proven Ground Strengths. And every Sunday is get away from all of it and go spend time with your family, go for a walk, do yoga. Take it all in. Take everything you work so hard for all week all in.
Love it. And so what can we expect for the test group?
Test group is going to be powerful. It's going to be a combination of personal development and a workout program. I'm telling you, you guys are going to leave this test group on a whole other level. And that's why I can say this boldly and confidently, and I'm just telling you the truth. And I think I have Kim chime in because Kim knows me very well. There is no coach test group like mine. I'm telling you right now, there isn't even a close second. The only close second is when I'm not even on my game. I'm just telling you, like, my coach test groups is like going to a spiritual revival every day. It's very empowering, and it's more than a physical. It's seriously, I'm going to show you who you really are in those 4 weeks.
It's because you care about people. I mean, you can feel it. All right, a lot of questions coming through. How about the new workouts to get a feel for Shift Shop that is on Beachbody now? How long are they?
They are 15 minutes. They're the prep workouts. And then there's that 20-minute sample workout where you can just kind of sample a little bit of every that sample workout is a combination of a couple Proven Grounds exercises and Shift Shop. Mm-hmm. So those are 15 minutes. And then Allie put together a nice hybrid calendar to get you ready for the 22nd. And that's, if you guys go to my Instagram page, I posted it the other day. Follow that calendar. That's the best calendar to get you ready for October 22nd. Because October 22nd, we're going to cycle through it again. We'll go to prep week. But you Proven Ground Speed and Strength, it's legit. Like, it's serious.
And it's just body weight, right?
Which one?
Or the new Proving Grounds. Is it just body weight? No.
Oh, no.
Okay. I didn't know if
No, Proven Ground Speed is body weight. Proven Ground Strength is some body weight and weights. But we're using the markers in the strength also.
Right. Cool. And so with the challenge pack, we're not getting the Portion Fix containers. And so with that, I know we have a lot of people who have come in and always gotten the Portion Fix containers. What's your biggest piece of advice with using the because a lot of people are like, but I'm getting like this meal plan that has the color-coded containers, but I don't know how to eat according to it. Do you have any advice for like following it without the containers?
Well, in the nutrition guide, the containers, the containers are in the meal plan. I thought it was a brilliant idea to use it. Again, I feel like if one of the other trainers creates something that benefits everybody, then I'm going to use it. But other than that, I mean, I would just weigh out my food. But if you have the containers, use them. I mean, that'll keep you right on point. I know I've dumped things in that protein container. I'm like, what? That's it? But then I would eat it and I would feel so much better.
Me too. I put berries today. Like, I can overeat berries like crazy. I put them out on my plate and I'm like, let me measure these. And I had way too many on my plate. And so I've really gotten back to measuring again and feeling incredible. All right. Any last, oh wait, here are some more questions. Okay, so I guess talk more about how to get into your test group. And then, I mean, you guys can go to the FAQ. The FAQ, if you want to read it on your own, is 3936. But Chris, do you want to talk a little bit about getting into the live workout and getting into the test group?
The live workout is if you sell or buy a challenge pack in the first 7 days until Sunday, you get into the live workout on October 13th. And the test group is the same concept. You buy or sell a challenge pack, bundle, completion pack. It qualifies you for the test group. That's it. It's one of those things where, you know, I told Allie, we have this group called the Power of I Am. It's a 9-week personal development group, right? and it's like super cheap for like a month. I do this early bird price of like $100, right? That $100 changed so many people's life. I mean, I'm talking about something that I could easily charge $1,000 for, but I don't do it for that. I do it because I want it to be affordable for everybody. And that's what the element I was able to add to the completion pack. I'm sorry, as far as influence, I wanted it to be where you could sell a piece of gum and get in it. I didn't want people to feel like they wasn't a part of something because they didn't have the budget to get in. Because if they didn't have the budget to get in, I'm still going to say something on social media to encourage them. You know what I mean? But I wanted to make it so the only way you can not be in this test group is if you just don't want to be in it.
Right. It's a decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Ellie, do you have a link to the Power of I Am? I know that because you still run those, right?
Yeah, the new one starts October 15th.
We had a ton of our team go to the Albany one, and they loved it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the I Am Fitness event.
Oh, the one you ran. Okay.
But I will tell you, in that 9 weeks, your life's going to change. I'm talking about you're going to find every anchor that's ever held you back up until this point in your life. And once you start removing those anchors, your world is going to change.
Awesome. I'd love to share that with our team if you want to send the link in the chat or whatever. Okay. What can we expect? I guess we have, how many more minutes do we have? Are we ending at 8:15?
We got about 10 more minutes.
Okay. Going into Proving Grounds Day, what can we expect? Like, is it going to be way more, like, is it going to be way harder than the other days throughout the week? Like, should we be afraid for Friday?
Yeah, it's going to be very challenging. And there's a modification for everything. Guys, listen, I'm just going to just be 100% honest with you. I see in you what you don't see in yourself. There's so many of you on this call right now, and you know who you are. I don't have to point you out because I can feel it. You have been through hell and high water. You've been through so much, so many setbacks and disappointments and failures and trust issues and all these different things. And then you get an opportunity to have a coach like Ashley or a coach like Kim, and they tell you this business, and it gives you an interest. It's intriguing, right? But then you got those voices that tell you you can't do this, you can't accomplish it, it's too hard, go find a different job, how are you going to make this work? And it's all the stuff that's ever held you back in the past, right? I can tell you right now, despite what you've been through, despite the struggles, the setbacks, the failures, the insecurities, the worries, you have a purpose. And that purpose is connected to everything you've ever wanted in your life. Financial freedom, a healthy body, a healthy mind, taking care of your family, being able to provide for them in a way that you only see in the movies. There's not a person in this world that's an accident. All of you are beautiful people. All of you are talented. We've all been through things, but those things do not define us. What defines us is what we become because of the things. You see what I'm saying? So my encouragement to you, and this had nothing to do with Proving Grounds. My encouragement to you is, what do you really want, guys? Think about this now. What do you really want? Not what someone else accomplished in your family or didn't accomplish, it has nothing to do. What do you want? Because when you decide what you want, that's when you start living. You don't have to worry about how it's going to happen. All I need you to do is believe. All I need you to do is put into practice in the physical what you hope for, what you visualize. Keep your words on what you visualize. Keep your circle based on what you visualize. Don't allow anything to taint that. And I promise you, I'm living proof, you will see a miracle. It has to happen for you. You know why? Because you have a purpose. And everything in this world is designed to attract and come to your life to fulfill every dream you've ever had for yourself.
Wow. I feel like even if you're not like so interested in the workout, you need to do it just for that mental shift. Like, you should be doing it for the workout, but just what you're going to gain. Like, I need to carry you around in my pocket. I love it. All right, Kim, do you have anything you want to say? Because I know that you and Chris have worked together a lot.
Hi there. I just want him to talk real quick about, I was texting him. I'm like, I'm trying to get you to talk about the difference between
Shift Shop and Proving Grounds.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so Shift Shop is different. Shift Shop is a 3-week program It's the same program, and Proven Grounds is the completion of the whole Shift Shop program. So it adds that element to proving it to yourself, not proving it to your spouse, not proving it to your parents, proving it to your coworkers. This is about proving it to yourself, because listen, nobody can do the work for you. No one can help you accomplish success for you, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. It's an opportunity for you to see that I'm capable. I am enough. I can do anything I set my mind to. And when you get that mindset, guys, and the confidence that comes with it, you able to just impact everybody that's close to you. And all of a sudden, guess what? Now you're a person of influence. When you become a person of influence, you do what I'm doing right now. You teach the masses. You duplicate yourself. You see what I'm saying? So adding Proven Grounds was just a way of me saying, okay, I saw you do Shift Shop. Now I want to prove to you how much more incredible you are, that you have so much more untapped, unlimited potential. Here, document this for the next 4 weeks. That's what it is.
That's the secret to this business too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Kim, did you get your answer?
I got my answer. The only other thing I'm going to say is, it's a shameless plug, but if you haven't done Power of I Am, you got to do it. It's such a game changer. Allie put the link in the chat. But for real, I mean, you guys are getting like a small glimpse into Chris and how powerful he is, and the Power of I Am. I mean, just even having a call like this with him twice a week, it'll change your life. So if you have not done Power of I Am, make sure you find it up in the chat. Make sure it's an investment, just like everything else in this business. But you'll get your money's worth for sure. So love you, Bear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love you too, Bear. We call each other Bear. That's like our little community, like our little circle. Aww. Somebody asked, I'd love to know the answer. What is the biggest selling point for Proving Grounds? You already asked that. It's in that sentence. Prove to yourself. Prove to yourself what you're capable of. There's nothing to sell. I mean, if I have to say I'm selling something, I'm selling hope. That's it. Like, I'm not a salesy guy. I just don't believe. I'm just not a salesy person. I'm more of I'm going to show you. And so I think, if someone asked me a very incredible question I wanted to call, they said, Chris, if you was to start a challenge group, what would you do? How would you go about that? I said, okay, all of you guys, let's pretend like this is my challenge group, right? I'm presenting this situation. All right, guys. So we have this program called Shift Shop Proven Grounds. I know you guys don't know anything about it, but hold on for a second. Let me put that over here. Now that I have all your attention to this challenge group, before we can even get to Proven Grounds, I have a question for you. What do you want? Over the next 4 weeks, what do you want to accomplish physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Those 4 things. I'm not going to say financially, and I'll tell you why. Those 4 things what you want to accomplish. All right. Write down exactly what that is. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If it's physically, I want you to approach this program as if you're already in the best shape of your life. If it's mentally, I want you to monitor all your thoughts. Every thought that does not represent you physically or mentally, emotionally on this paper, it ain't for you, it's for somebody else. That thought wants to take up residence within you to create more like itself. If it's spiritually, what are your words of affirmations you say to yourself every day? I am beautiful. I am strong. I am fit. I am more than enough. What are the spiritual principles that you're implementing? That's what I want you to say on a daily basis over the next 4 weeks. If it's emotionally, what's your emotional state like? Are you calm? Are you relaxed? Are you full of passion? Do you have a desire to bring out the best in others? That's the emotional mindset I want you to take to this program. Right out the gate, you are that person right now. I don't care what you look like. I don't care about you are that person right now. Take that person into the program for the next 4 weeks. When you come out of there, you already have the mindset that you reinvented yourself. For the next 4 weeks, you're going to reinvent yourself. Now we'll do the program. Now you're not just doing a workout. Every day you're looking at those affirmations. So when you get tired, you're going to remember what you wrote down, which means you're going to work harder. And at the end of the day, the only thing this has to do with is you. when you go through the next 4 weeks, let's say you're not working out throughout your everyday, something surfaces that causes you a little bit of distress. You got to watch your words. You mindful what comes out of your mouth now. You can't just say any old thing. You got to speak as if it's already so. You see what I'm saying? Emotionally, now you got a chance to look at other people that you're going to help and build your business after you complete this program. Think about all the people that you're going to be able to pour your love and your inspiration and your motivation to. And the reason why I never said financially is because whatever you develop physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually will create your self-value within yourself. Once you accept your self-value, the financials have to complement that. So if you're struggling, it's because you don't love yourself. You don't believe in your potential. If you thriving, it's because you do love yourself and you do believe in your potential. You see what I'm saying? I never chase money, guys. I chase people. I'll change you. You understand your value, your worth. Money has to show up to complement that. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I love it. One question, and we can end with this question. I think it's nice to end with this. For you, are you a personal development guy? Is there like one specific personal development that you like to listen to that amps you up? Or just look at yourself in the mirror every day?
No. So I'll listen to stuff in seasons. There's a season where, I'll listen to Oprah, or I'll listen to Tony Robbins or Les Brown. But there's a great amount of time where because they're all great speakers. They all have great philosophies. But there's a period of a year, probably 3/4 of the year, where the personal development I focus on is my life. Because if you listen to all those great speakers' philosophies, you can get confused. But if I spend this time with myself, developing myself, then I know myself that much more. You see what I'm saying? So the biggest personal development book you can read is the one you're writing about your life right now.
You are incredible. I am so excited to start this program. Everybody's like, can I be your best friend? Oh my God, I love you. We are so lucky that you had to have the opportunity for you to jump on our call. And you're going to leadership this weekend, right?
Oh man. Who's going to leadership?
I think there's a couple of us on here that will see you there.
All right.
Yay. All right, Chris, thank you so much. We will see you in the test group. We'll see you in the live workout. And thank you again. And thank you, everybody who made tonight a priority. Hope you have an awesome rest of your Monday night. Bye, guys.
See you guys.